Hi everyone, welcome all of you to this online webinar. Now I'm sure by now all of you must have understood that this webinar is about stock market and trading. Am I right? So to tell you about this webinar, this 60 minutes of webinar is going to be a game changer as far as your journey in stock market trading is concerned. And by the end of this webinar, you will all find a solution to all your trading related issues. And let me assure you, if you can adopt this solution in your trading, you will never ever experience failure in stock market throughout your lifetime. But then during this webinar, if you come across any doubts, please make a note of it. At the end, we will definitely discuss. But let us keep this session a bit more interactive, because the more you interact, the more you participate, the more you're going to benefit from it. So let us begin this session. Now, before I get into the details, I have one basic question to ask you people, and I hope all of you will participate by replying. You can comment your replies on the chat. The question here is, why do you want to trade in stock market? What is the reason? What is that you want to achieve here? Can anyone tell me? I'm sure there are many beginners, many experienced traders watching this session. Everyone has a reason to trade. What is your reason to trade? What is that you want to achieve through trading? Why did you choose the stock market trading? We are all here for only one reason, as Mr. Mandar said. It is for money, to earn money, isn't it? There is absolutely no doubt in it. That is what we want. But then don't you think that this is very normal, because stock market is designed for people to trade and earn money? We are all here to trade and earn money. So what is strange in it? So if trading in stock market is very normal, if earning money in stock market is very normal, tell me, what is abnormal in stock market? Well, let me tell you, not being able to earn money is what is abnormal in stock market, isn't it? Do you all agree with this? Is it true? Everyone comes here to trade and earn money, but if you are not able to earn money, then that is what is abnormal, right? So today, my friends, in this webinar, you will all understand the different ways through which you may experience failure in this business. You will also understand how to overcome all these hurdles to start earning consistently. Through this, today you will also know how to trade without technical tension, fundamental confusion, and advisory stress in stock market. And by the end of this webinar, as I told you, you will all find a solution to all your trading related issues. But along with that, you'll also discover how to trade by watching the market and how to trade without watching the market. Now, these two are very important different things, isn't it? Because there are many of you who want to get into full-time trading. Now, how to do it the effective way, you will know. And there are those who don't have time, but still you want to trade to earn money. So how to trade without watching the market and earn consistently. Now, these are some of the important things that you're going to learn in this webinar. But I hope all of you will agree with me when I say stock market is the only business where the market goes up, you can make profits. The markets come down, you can still make profits. And this is the ultimate stage for anyone to earn huge money. There is no bigger platform than this. Do you all agree? Is this true? But the point here is, first of all, you have to realize, you have to understand that stock market trading is a true, clean, legal business like any other business on this planet. Until you realize that this is a business, until you take this as a business, until you do business here, it is very difficult to progress. So first of all, let us quickly understand this business today. First of all, in this business, we have different types of participants. We have beginners, we have semi-professionals, we have professionals, and I'm sure all these three categories are watching this session. And when it comes to trading, there are different products that you can trade. You can trade in equity, like company shares. You can trade in derivatives, like futures and options. You can trade in commodities like gold, silver, crude oil. You can trade in currencies like rupee, dollar, pound, you name them. But then these are the four major categories that you can choose. Choose anyone, start trading and start doing this business. But of course, when it comes to trading, there are again different types of traders. We have day traders, people who are interested in quick profits. They do multiple trades on any given day. There are positional traders, people who buy some stock today, they wait for a few days or a week or a month, and then they sell it. And at last, we have investors, people who buy some stock today, they stay invested for a year, 3 years, 5 years, or even more, and then they sell it. Isn't it? Now, I'm sure all of you by now must have associated yourself with any one of those categories, isn't it? Right? But then whichever category you belong, whether you want to do day trading, whether you want to do positional trading, or whether you want to do investment, when it comes to trading, how are you going to trade? On what basis will you trade? How will you decide whether to buy or whether to sell a given stock at any given price? How are people trading in stock market? When you start thinking in these lines, let me tell you, if there are 10,000 people watching, 10,000 people trading in stock market, out of them at least 9,900 people will be following all these things to trade. Is it true? Do you all agree? This is what majority people follow to trade in stock market. But then in spite of following all these things, what is the end result? This is the reason I asked you in the beginning of the session, why do you want to trade in stock market? Now, many of you said it is to earn money, right? But then are you able to earn money following all these things? Think again. It is for you to think. There are many people today who believe it is the technical analysis through which you can analyze, you can predict the price movement. So people keep analyzing indicators like open interest, volumes, and there are charts, softwares. In that there are thousands of indicators like RSI, moving average, MACD, the bands, the super trends, you name them. But in spite of following all these things, what is the end result? You all know when I'm talking about results, I'm talking about profits. But when I'm talking about profits, I am definitely not interested in one or two trades profits. Because I know that if all of you have traded, all of you must have definitely earned one or two trades profits. But when I am talking about profits, I am only interested in consistent profits. Anyone who's able to earn profits year after year in stock market, now you are a successful trader. Do you all agree with this statement? But then is that happening following all these things? That is a big question. If it is not happening, don't you think it is a waste of time? There are those who believe it is a fundamental analysis through which they can analyze and trade. So people keep analyzing indicators like, they keep analyzing financial statements, financial ratios. But I fail to understand, reading some statement, how will you know what exactly is happening inside a company? Do you have any contacts in the company, at least till the director level? Have you ever been invited for any boardroom meeting? Well, you try to walk into the campus of the company, you will see even the security will not allow you inside. When that is the truth, how can someone analyze a company sitting at your comfortable place reading some statements? Fine, even if you're following this, what is the end result? Majority people today follow advisory like tips and calls, stockbrokers advice. But many of you don't know the fact that there are many tips and calls providers. They give you a buy call in a stock in South India. At the same time, they give a sell call in the same stock in North India with some other name. Well, somebody is going to lose money. But they're not bothered. They're only interested in their business and they are getting very good business. Am I right? And at last, there is one more last category of people who believe it is the stop loss that is going to save your day. Even in this webinar, people keep asking me, do you talk about stop loss? Do you teach us about stop loss? Where to place a stop loss? How many times your stop loss will be hit? See, whenever people ask this question, the only thing that comes to my mind is, it looks as if these people have made up their mind that they are going to lose their money. And now they are planning how to reduce these losses. Right? How many times or how much time do you focus on your profits? How confident are you on your profits? If it is a stop loss that you're thinking about, you just read this article on the screen taken from an exchange circular. You will understand even the exchange does not assure you on stop loss. But any which ways, these are all the things majority people are following to trade in stock market today. But in spite of following all these things, when it comes to trading, when you buy, when you sell, sitting there is only one thing majority people are experiencing, and that is confusion about the market movement. People are absolutely confused. Will the price increase? Will the price decrease? There's a confusion everyone is going through, isn't it? Do you all agree? There are some people who are so very confident. They say, whenever I buy, the price goes down. Whenever I sell, the price goes up. It always happens with me. Why? Well, if any one of you is thinking in the same way, let me assure you, it is not just you. There are majority people thinking the same. The truth here is, my friends, people are experiencing pain. They say they have lost because of wrong advice. They have lost because of unexpected market crash. They're worried, saying that there is no proper guidelines or advice. That's the reason they have not been able to earn. And there are those who are always hurt, thinking that in spite of spending so much time and putting in so much efforts, every day they have to walk back home not having earned any money. This is the emotional roller coaster of thought process that people are going through today in stock market. Do you all agree with this? Is it true? But today, if any one of you is thinking in the same line, let me warn you, this is a very dangerous thought process. It can destroy your life. It can push you to depression. It can lead you to developing a failure mindset. But rather than thinking all these things, if you can think a bit more practical, you'll find solutions. Now, what is practical here in this business? Practicality is, if you have incurred a minus in your trading, it means somebody else must have made profits. This much are you aware of? Do you know this? There are millions of people trading in stock market today. You all know this. But then out of all these million, what is your opinion? What percentage of people are making profits and what percentage of people are losing money? What do you have to say? Well, today, whether you like it or not, let me tell you the fact. The fact is, majority people are only losing money in stock market. Only a small percentage of people are able to make profits. Isn't it true? I'm sure if you're an experienced trader, you will answer or you'll accept this immediately. But if you're a beginner, whether you like it or not, you have to understand this reality. Without knowing this, if you step inside stock market, very soon you will be swept away. But then we also saw in the beginning of the session what majority people are following to trade. We saw the big list. Now we are also saying that majority people are only losing money. So what did you understand by this? By this, you must have understood by now that as long as you keep following all those things that you saw in the list, you will be part of this majority group. But then we are here to think a bit more practical. We are here to find some solution, right? So when it comes to practical, we are here to think now, who's making money? Who are these people? How are they trading? How are they able to make profits? Well, if you ask me, first of all, let me tell you, we call these people as professional traders. No, we call these people as professional traders. They are professionals because their profession is profit making, not trading. Just because somebody is trading, just because somebody is a full-time trader, doesn't make them a professional trader. These people are professionals because they know how to make only profits in stock market year after year, year after year. Today, do you come under this category? So today, my friends, you're all here to take one very serious decision, and that is, do you want to be part of this 95% category of people who always lose their money? Or do you want to be part of the 5% category of people who always make profits? This is the decision that you are here to take. But if you have decided that, yes, I want to be part of this 5% category, now the question is how? How is it possible? What is that you are supposed to do? What is that you are supposed to learn? How are you supposed to trade? Well, if you ask me, let me tell you, there is one first basic understanding all of you must have about this business. And that is, to trade and earn money, there are just two things that one has to learn, and that is right entry and right exit. When to buy and when to sell is all that one has to learn. Anyone who has learned it, anyone who has mastered it, you are a successful trader. How many of you agree with this statement? But today, if you're trying to learn anything apart from these two, then I will say that you're wasting your time. But then there are people who have said in the past, I'm sure some of you may be thinking, well, we have been doing research and analysis for years together to understand these two things. But then yet we are yet to reach this point. So is there a solution? So if you ask me, then let me tell you, there is a way. But I'll also say that there is only one way. And for that, you have to become a dynamic superpower trader. Now, what is this dynamic superpower trading? Dynamic superpower trading means you as a trader must have these qualities. You must develop these trading skills. Without this, it is very difficult to achieve consistency in this business. So when I say qualities, first of all, you must have awareness of practical realities of trading. When you sit there and trade, what are all the things that you're going to experience? You must have awareness of this. Whether it is related to price movement or whether it is related to your mindset when you're trading. Am I right? Just by reading books and coming to stock market is not going to help you. So all those beginners watching this session, there's one most important thing that you have to know today. And then the other most important thing here is, when you're trading out there, you have to first remove all the negative thought process. If any one of you has the fear of losing money, let me tell you, you are in the wrong business. And when you're trading out there, if you are experiencing confusion, stress, fear, panic, these are all the indications that you will only see failure in this business. To see success, you have to learn to trade in a relaxed way, effortless way. Now, some of you may be wondering, now, how is it possible? It is definitely possible. You will see today. And to become a successful trader, you should also learn to trade in any different market condition. First of all, you all must know that price does not move in a similar way every time. Just imagine, whichever stock or index or commodity, whatever you are trading, will the price keep on increasing every day? Or will the price keep on decreasing every day? Has that happened? If that happens, then everyone can make profits. But then the truth is, majority people are not making profits. So the fact here is, my friends, price does not move in a similar way. There are varieties of price movement. For example, you must have experienced there is a sudden market crash. There is a big rally in the price. Many times when the market opens, you must have experienced there is a gap up or a gap down in the price. There are news, there are events, there are results, so many things happening outside, because of which there is a big impact on the price of the stock that you're trading in. Many times the market becomes range bound. We call it as sideways market. This is a phase where majority people incur a series of minus trade. There are so many varieties. When to buy and when to sell in all these different market conditions is what you have to learn. Anyone who has mastered it, now you are a dynamic superpower trader. Do you all agree? Just try to recall, if any one of you have traded and if you have incurred any minus in your trading, I'm pretty sure you must have incurred minus in any one of these different market conditions. That is the reason I always keep telling people, you made profits today does not assure you that you will also make profits tomorrow, because market conditions change. So you have to understand these facts, my friends. All right. Those of you who have understood it, as I told you, you are a dynamic superpower trader. But then those who don't even have awareness of this, you are in the wrong business. But then today you don't have to worry, because there is a solution for all these things. And there is a ready-made solution. And this solution is what we call it as Dynamic Live. Now, what is this Dynamic Live? Dynamic Live, it is a tool. It is a software. It is a stock market intelligence. What it can do here is it can automatically tell you the right entry and right exit. When to buy and when to sell, this tool can automatically tell you. So you don't have to sit and do any research or analysis. Just follow what it tells you to do. And as long as you do that, you are in for some serious money. But of course, when I said software, now many of you must have thought, all right, one more software has come, isn't it? Because already there are thousands of softwares in the world. There are so many softwares which are freely available on the internet for you to download. And these days, almost every software can give you a buy signal and sell signal. When that is the case, why should someone follow this dynamic live? What is so special about this? So let me tell you the speciality of this dynamic live, the uniqueness of this dynamic live is it can tell you the right entry and right exit in any different market condition. Which means based on the market situation, it will tell you when to buy and when to sell. This is something very unique. Only dynamic live can do this. And above this, the speciality here is it also reveals the insider's trading secret. Now, this is a very big statement to make, isn't it? I know this, but then let me explain what is this all about. Now, first of all, this dynamic live is designed based on a very advanced concept called as a neural network system. There is a very complex formula that goes behind this dynamic live, but what it can make sure here is let there be anything that happens externally. For example, let there be any government policy announcement, economic announcement, corporate results, global market impact, political uncertainties, war, anything that happens externally, the impact of all these things or the impact of these events on the price movement of the stock that you're trading, this impact will be identified by dynamic live in advance. To give you an example, let me tell you, if there is a sudden market crash, this dynamic live can tell you to sell before the crash. Anytime, every time, whichever script you're trading. This is something very unique, isn't it? If there is a major gap up, before the gap up, it would have already told you to buy. So these are some of the uniqueness. I can tell many more uniqueness about this dynamic live, but then there's the reason we say it reveals the insider's trading secret. So today, using this dynamic live, one can trade by watching the market. So those of you who want to get into full-time trading, now how to do it the effective way, the result-oriented way, this is what you're going to learn. This is what you're going to achieve. So let me show you this dynamic live itself today. Let's see how it looks, how it works. But before I show you, let me also ask you, when you're trading out there, what are the issues that you're facing? What problems are you facing in your trading? If you can tell me those issues right now, let us see. Is there a solution? Is there a practical solution to all these issues in this dynamic live? Can we do that? And in the meantime, if you want to check any of your favorite stock, tell me, we will go check it. So let me open this dynamic live. In the meantime, you can also tell me what are all the issues that you're facing in your trading. Anyways, so this dynamic live, this is how it looks. Whenever I open this, by default, we are able to see Bank Nifty price movement. All right. But then if you want to check any of your favorite stock, tell me, we will check it. But then let me explain basically how this dynamic live works. Now you can see the price movement of Bank Nifty. The price increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing, all up and down movement. See, Mr. Mandar says the exit is the issue. Entry and exit is the issue. Mr. Nitish says, I mostly missed the exit time. Wrong exit time, says Mr. Paul. All right. Mr. Yogesh says fundamental and technical analysis. Well, that is a way to analyze, Mr. Yogesh. But then when you're trading out there, what are the issues that you're facing? Most commonly, the main issue is the right entry and right exit. That is a common issue every trader faces, isn't it? But then in this up and down movement, whenever this dynamic live feels that this is a good point to buy the stock, then here in this action information, it will be very clearly written as buy long, act now. It will tell you buy signal has come, take a long position, act now, which means buy it now. It is going to go up. And after you buy, you must have experience. Now, Mr. Paul, Anthony, and others who said exit is the main issue. It is because after you take an entry, you are absolutely confused whether to hold this position or how long to hold this position. Should I exit this trade with minimum profit or should I wait for more profits? There is no clarity here, isn't it? And this is a time where people are interested or people are looking for some experts advise. But then here we are today, there is a permanent solution to this issue, because after it tells us to buy, later this dynamic live itself tells us long hold, which means hold your long position. Simply relax, wait. When it is time to exit, it will be written there as sell short act now, which means sell signal has come, take a short position. So exit your buy position and take a short position. All right. So when to enter, how long to hold, and when to exit, this dynamic live will tell you automatically. But again, this is just the basic information. Many times when the price is increasing, for example, let me show you this particular stock called HDFC. Yes, sure, IGL, Nestle, and the other stock, Dr. Reddy, MRF, Tata Power, ITC. We will check all these things. Please hold on. So you can see in HDFC very recently the price of the stock started coming down. As the price started coming down, this action information immediately told us sell signal, wait and sell. It means sell signal has come, but please wait, don't sell this. Now this is the most important thing here. Right entry and right exit is very important. Yes, there is no doubt. But at the same time, when not to enter, when not to exit is also equally very important. Just because you want to trade, you go sit there and just go about buying and selling. That is not proper trading. That is not professional trading. When there is a right opportunity at the exact time, you have to enter. When there is an opportunity to exit, you have to book your profits. Am I right? Now, Ms. Somya, you said late entry. Well, for that, we have to make up our mind. If in case you want to be a full-time trader, as a full-time trader, what needs to be done? You have to do all those things. If you are not a full-time trader, then accordingly you will have to trade. But then if we mix up too many things, for example, there is a working professional who doesn't have time from morning 9:15 to 3:30, or you also have any other work, or you are into some business or something. All right, here and there you get some leisure time wherein you think about trading. So you come sit there, look at the price movement, and you want to do some intraday trading. Well, that will not work. Am I right? That will not work. It has never worked for anyone. There should be a proper planning how to approach what is that you are supposed to do. If you are not a full-time trader, then why are we talking about the intraday trading? Isn't it? So these are certain clarities that one has to have, and when you have this, and then these issues will never happen. Mr. Srinivasan says, I'm not able to get the correct entry. Well, here you are, Mr. Srinivasan. As I told you, when it is the right time to enter, this tool will tell you automatically. But not just this, there is something more interesting to this dynamic live. Let me explain. And then I'll come to your favorite stocks. Now, there is a price movement of HDFC earlier. When the price of this HDFC came down, it is not HDFC Bank, it is HDFC. All right. Now, at this point somewhere, this dynamic live, it was written here as sell short act now. So it told us to sell. We would have taken a short position. All right. Now, once we took a short position, the price started coming down. It went up. Somewhere at this point, it was written here buy. All right. So entry is here, sell, buy is here. But then as the price came down, when the price was making a new low, this dynamic live has some intelligent features. For example, you can see these symbols out here. These symbols, we call them as dynamic system cautions. Caution. What does it mean? It means be careful. So you have taken a sell position somewhere here, and the price starts coming down. It is making a new low. Something at the bottom is telling you, be careful. So what is the first reaction? What will you do? The first thing that you will think is, let me book the profits. Isn't it? Be careful means maybe the price may start reversing. It may start increasing. So book the profits. So the benefit of this dynamic system caution here is it is able to identify the price reversal right at the bottom. When with this information, now what will happen is you will be able to exit your trade right close to the bottom with maximum profit. Not just this, when you go through our training, you will understand right close to the bottom, we can take a buy position also. And from there, the price started going up. And then it started giving us indication, get ready, it is time for the price to reverse. It comes down, again there is an indication saying that the price can reverse. This is the uniqueness of this dynamic line. It just doesn't tell you when to buy and when to sell. It also tells you where the price is going to reverse. When we have this information, then what happens is you will be able to make maximum profit out of your trading. That is when the right exits will happen. Correct? This is what you need, isn't it? But just imagine in this up movement very recently, I think it happened on 7th May when the price was at around 2,459, and from there the price moves up to 2,563 by 10th May in a matter of 3 days, more than 100 points movement. But then let's assume you bought it and you were holding, the price was increasing 100 points movement and you are with a very good profit, you are very happy, but all of a sudden next day the price opens with a gap down and it goes down. Now you are completely stuck, you are shocked, you are wondering what to do. I missed a big opportunity. If I had exited right at the top, I could have made more profits. Well, how will you know that you have to exit right at the top? Right? Today, this dynamic live can automatically tell you those things. That is the benefit. Now, let me go check your favorite stocks. Starting with ITC, Mr. Devesh had asked. ITC, Tata Power, MRF, and other scripts, one by one. Well, this is ITC. And you can see here, the price of ITC today, it opened with a big gap up. I'm sure you must have observed it, Mr. Devesh. But right after the gap up, this dynamic live, right at the top, it has given us a signal saying that be ready, the price is going to reverse. Now, before the gap up, you can see here towards the left side, there is a golden arrow mark pointing upward, which means we were in buy, we were holding on to a long position. We didn't predict that there will be a gap up. But before the gap up, we had a buy position. That is all that matters, isn't it? Correct? Now, after the gap up, right on top, it is giving us an indication that the price can reverse. So today morning, right close to the day's high, you could have booked your profits. But not just that. From there, the price slowly started reversing. And somewhere at this point in time, somewhere at around 3 o'clock, this dynamic live here, can you see Dowmantic method action information? It is telling us buy put option now. So if you are a person trading in options, today you are staring at one of the revolutionary tool which can automatically tell you how to trade in options in the live market. So it told us to buy a put option. All right, we go ahead, we buy a put option. And the price has managed to close at around the same level where we have entered. But then when it comes to trading in options, now I'm sure all of you know that there are many people trading in options today. There are many experts. But then not many people have ever tried to understand when you're trading in options, if you're here to make some serious profits, big profits, then there is one important thing that you have to learn, and that is to select the right strike price. Which strike price to trade? That is the most important thing that you have to know. And today, Dynamic Live is that tool which can automatically identify the right strike price for you. So whenever it tells you to buy a put option, you can look at this pyramid pointing downward. There are 3 numbers. Pick one number out of these 3. That is your right strike price. Similarly, if it is written here as buy call option, look at the pyramid pointing upward. Pick one number out of these 3. That is your right strike price. Out of these 3, which is the best? How to pick it? You will learn it in our training. But then even the strike price the tool is giving you. Yes, how to get this tool and all these things. I'll give you those details. Please hold on. One by one, I'll come to that. All right. So this is about ITC. Let us go check what is happening in, which was the other script after ITC. Tata Power, MRF. I've just added Tata Power on the screen. Just hold on. There's Tata Power. Now there's a very interesting movement in Tata Power. I'll just zoom in a bit. Every day you cannot expect the market or whichever stock that you're trading in to be in a trend, either in an uptrend or in a downtrend. Today you all must have seen the price of this Tata Power open with a gap down. You can see there's a gap down. But as soon as it opened with a gap down towards your right side, there is a, in this chart you can see there is a white colored symbol. We again call this as a dynamic system caution. We knew that the price is going to reverse. Before the gap down, we already had a sell. We didn't predict that there will be a gap down, but it happened when we had a short position in place. But then as soon as there is a gap down right at the bottom in the first 1 hour, there is a signal at the bottom telling us the price can reverse. When we know that, what we will do here is exit the short position, take a buy position, take a long. So by the time we would have taken a long, it would have been by 9:30. By 9:30, the price was already at 104.35. So if you bought it at 104.35, from there the price started increasing. And right on top, you can see a red colored symbol here. We call this as a zigzag caution. Now this identifies a temporary price reversal. So there are chances the price can come down and then go up. So at this bottom, we can book our profits. I mean, at this top, we can book our profits on the buy position. Now when that happened, it was at around, 13:30, 1:30 in the afternoon. By then, the price was already at 106.10. So 104.35 to 106.10. We are talking about literally close to, probably 1 rupee 80 paise movement. Now, when you're trading in a script like Tata Power, now what is the lot size of the script? Let me check. Well, the lot size of Tata Power is 6,750 minimum quantity if you trade it in futures and options. So 1 rupee 80 paise is what we could have captured. It is literally close to 12,150 rupees profit in this one single trade. Now, as you're able to observe, now I am not doing any research or analysis on whichever script that you're asking for. I'm just going through the signals and information that this tool has, and based on that, what trade could have been done. That is what I'm talking about. All right. So by this, you must have understood this dynamic live can automatically identify every price reversal point, not just that, when to buy and when to sell. But then in this Tata Power, there is one more additional information this is able to give us. It says here, sideways nearing sign. It is very clearly written. Can you see it? It means sideways movement is about to start. Be prepared. This is the one and only tool in the whole world which can automatically identify sideways movement, but not just that. It can identify before it starts. Later, at some point, this message information will change. It will be written here as sideways start sign, and later sideways end sign. So when you know it is in sideways, especially when you're trading in options, you will know that you have to exit early. If not, your premiums will melt. All right. How to trade in sideways and how to make profits in sideways market also. This is something you will learn in our training. Not just this, I'll just check one or two more, or one, and remaining all other stock, if you people don't mind, we will check it at the end of the session. Yes, Prince Pipe and all others, Mr. Lokesh and Ms. Soumya and all others, we will check it. Anyways, there's Reliance. Now, I've shown this Reliance a few days back also. There's a place where this dynamic live told us, it was very clearly written here as buy long act now. Now, it was on 28th May, 9:55 in the morning. The price was at around 2024. And from there, it kept on increasing. Today, it has managed to close at 2,160. So how many points is this? It is literally close to 136 points. Now, one lot of Reliance, you all know it is a minimum of 250 quantity, right? So we are talking about 34,000 rupees profit in a single trade, in a single lot. The opportunity was there. You all must have seen the movement did happen, such a big movement. But for you to make such a big profits, You must have entered at the right place and you must be holding on to your position till now to capture this complete profit. If in case you exited out with some peanut sized profit, well, that is your choice, but then you're missing out the big picture. You're not trading like a professional. And as the price increase right on top, you can see a symbol here. We call this as a DMBOTS. If you did this trade in options, instead of taking a long in futures, if you bought a call option, at this symbol, you are supposed to secure your profits. How to secure your profits? There's something very interesting and important you get to learn in our training. All right? Yes, Mr. Mohammed Fawaz, I'll give you those details right now. So all other stocks that you have requested for, I'll come to it at a later stage. Please hold on. But if anyone can follow this dynamic live, as it says, what kind of benefits one can achieve, let me show you. Now here it is, ICICI Bank options trading, wherein a lakh rupees capital has increased to almost 8,71,000 in a matter of 12 trades. It is almost close to 700% returns on a capital in a matter of 12 trades. Now all that we have done here is, whenever the dynamic live said buy, we bought a call option. Whenever it said sell, we bought a put option. But wherever it said the price can reverse, those are the places where we secured our profits. This is all that we have done. And as long as we did this, there's the returns. Not just this, even an index like Nifty, you can see a capital of just 50,000 rupees in a matter of 17 trades has increased to almost 2,72,000, more than 400% returns on your capital. Now, there's something big, isn't it? This is what one can achieve using this dynamic line. So the advantage here is trading futures and options has been made absolutely effortless. Today, anyone can trade this. Even if you're a beginner or an experienced trader, it doesn't matter. Because your job is only to place orders. When to enter, how long to hold, and when to exit, complete information, this dynamic live will tell you automatically. Most of you who raised your issues today, who are very brave enough to come forward and tell what issues that you're facing in your trading, you all said it is about entry and exit. And today, here is the solution that you're looking at. And not just this, when it comes to trading in options, which is the right strike price to trade, even that this tool will tell you. But anyways, whenever I show this dynamic live, there are some people who have asked, some of you may be thinking, why there are so many signals? Well, it is because, as I told you, price does not move in a similar way. There are varieties of price movement. In any different market condition, for you to get the right entry and right exit, these many signals are at work. And this is the same reason why it is told, even the slightest move in the market does not go unmarked by dynamic live, which means let there be a small up and down movement or let there be a major up and down movement, each and every movement this dynamic live will automatically identify. When a tool itself can do this much, now what is your job? Your job is to simply place orders, start trading, and start earning. So something extraordinary like this, a magnificent tool, extraordinary software like this, what could be its price? Think in these lines. But anyways, today, let me tell you, to make sure that every trader can reap the benefit of this dynamic live, to make sure all of you watching this session can first understand the benefit of this dynamic live. For the first time ever in the last 13 years, the management of this company called Dowman Group, they have come up with a very big special offer. And the offer here is, today you can get your hands on this dynamic live by investing just 12,000 rupees plus GST for 1 month. You can use it for 1 entire month. You can open it, run it in the live market, observe your favorite stock, how it works. Do some trades. It is a matter of a trade or two for you to gain back this investment. And many people have been asking us for trial. Well, all your request has been answered with the special offer today. But let me also tell you that this special offer is valid only for the first month subscription, which means those of you subscribing for the first time, only you will be able to get this offer. And this offer is valid only for a limited period of time. Very soon this offer will go and the price will rise. Today, if any one of you is interested to jump into this revolution, start trading and start earning, here is the link that I've just texted on the chat. Click on this link and you will be able to subscribe this offer right away. Well, as soon as you subscribe, you will get a mail from our technical team You have to just reply to the mail. They will take a remote access of your computer and they will install this software in your computer right away, right now. But to tell you about this dynamic live, it all started a decade back with a 1.1 version, and from there multiple versions came, and today we have the latest Dynamic version 3.1, which is actually priced at 4,39,000 plus GST for a 12-month subscription. All right, but the same latest version you are able to get it at just 12,000 rupees plus GST for 1 month. This is the big offer here. But then not just this, once you subscribe this offer, there is one more important thing. That is, you're going to get many other free bonus today. Is it web-based? No, Mr. Nitesh, it is not web-based. It will be installed on your computer. A license will be installed on your computer. All right. So there are many other bonus. But before I tell you what are these bonus, free bonus, let me explain who is the person who designed all these things. The name of this person is Mr. Ravi Chandran. He has more than 27 plus years of experience in stock market. Now, he is not just a trader. He's also a magician. He's an author. He's a founder of two well-known NGOs. And today, he is also a member of India's esteemed exchange. At the end of this webinar, if you want, I'll share a link with all of you. You can go see more about the history of this company. But then, in the last, from 15 years or more than that, from 2003 to 2021, he has developed more than 15 softwares with multiple versions, because he says there are more than 48 methods to trade equity, futures, and options. And all this work he has done it with a single mission, that is to make sure every trader worships the stock market as a god. Well, some of you may feel this is very strange, but then this is what he wants. Because everyone who comes to this business, you follow somebody's advice, you do some research on your own, and after you trade, when you end up losing your money, people only blame the stock market. They call it as gambling. Well, how is it fair? You must have realized it is your mistake or somebody else's mistake why you have lost money, not because of stock market. Stock market is that ultimate platform which always gives you opportunities. You have to learn how to grab them. So with all these things, he first developed one of the ultimate tool to trade stock market, and that is dynamic system. For more than a decade, he's been training people on how to make only profits in stock market while you sleep. Yes, Mr. Paul, we will teach you about stock market and how to trade, how to make consistent profits. You will learn how to make only profits in stock market while you sleep. But then whenever I've made this statement, people have only laughed at it. Because there are people who say we are awake and we are not able to make profits. Now, how is it possible to make profits when you're sleeping? Well, let me tell you, it is definitely possible. And for that, you have to learn how to trade without watching the market. And it is possible today using this dynamic system. So let me show you this dynamic system. So this dynamic system here. Now, the benefit of this dynamic system is it gives us right entry and right exit automatically. When to buy and when to sell, it will tell you. You don't have to do any research or analysis. But then the major advantage of this dynamic system is it gives you signals and information 1 day in advance. So if you want to trade tomorrow, you can sit and plan today itself. And for that, you just have to spare 10 to 15 minutes of your leisure time today. All right. Now, when you do that, now whatever, when you sit there to plan, you just have to note down tomorrow whatever stock you're planning to trade, at what price to buy or what price to sell, you note it down. Next day morning, just implement the plan as it is. Mr. Nitesh says, which stock to buy? Well, let me tell you, coming to the point, Mr. Nitesh, in Dynamic Live that we saw earlier, now we have to select, or you have to choose your stock, favorite stock. The Dynamic Live will tell you when to buy and when to sell. But then in dynamic system, there is a report. All right. There is a report, we call it as a new buy sell dynamic report, all scripts that you can see here. If I click this right now, it will take at least 10-15 minutes to open. But then in that, what it will do here is it will automatically give you a list of stocks where there is a new buy signal or there is a new sell signal. But then how to identify which is the best trade opportunity out of all those scripts? All right, this is something that you will learn in our training. But then any which ways, I'll just show you some script here. For example, let us take Dr. Reddy. Now there's the price movement of Dr. Reddy. Now inside this dynamic system, there are some very unique exclusive studies. I'll just use one of them right now. We call this as long dynamic. So there is long dynamic here. So as you can see here, along with the price, there is a line. This is what we call it as long dynamic. But then whenever I show this, some people say it looks like some technical indicator, like some moving average or some super trend. They keep naming it, but let me assure you, it is none of them. This is something very unique and exclusive. You find it only in dynamic system. Now what it can do here is, it can automatically identify when the trend is up. It gives you the blue arrow mark. When the trend is down, it gives you the red arrow mark. All right. If you had just followed this simple thing, the last two trades, what kind of benefits one could have achieved? Let us see. First, when the red arrow mark appeared, it was on 18th Jan 2021. So 18th Jan 2021, once you finished all your work, evening, when you're relaxed, you open this dynamic system and you updated it, you saw that in Dr. Reddy, it says the trend is down. There is a red arrow mark. So next day morning, you call your stockbroker, give them instruction over the phone, take a short position in Dr. Reddy. How many ever lots as per your capital? And next day morning, the opening price on 19th Jan was 5,088. That's where you could have taken a short. Now, after you took a short position, the price kept on coming down. It went up, came down. And finally, at some point, it said the trend is up. Now, when was this? It was on, 1st of April 2021. So those of you who don't have time, you took a short on 19th Jan till April 2021. You did not have to do anything. Just keep rolling over on the expiry date. So next day morning, what you could have done? Exit your short position. By then, the price opened at 4,560. You sold at 5,088. You are exiting it at 4,560. Now, what point? How many points are we talking about? It is 528 points profit you could have gained. Not just that, you could have taken a long position at 4,560. From there, it has managed to close at 5,309 today. So it is almost a 749 points. Already the previous trade we had 528 points. So total 1,277 points captured in just these two trades. Just two trades. And in these two trades, we did not have to sit and do any research or analysis. We just had to sit there, sit quiet. For sitting quiet, we are able to make profits. And Dr. Reddy, you all know, the minimum quantity is 125 lot size. So with so many points, we are talking about 1,59,000 rupees profit earned in just two trades. And what is the capital required to trade Dr. Reddy? One lot of Dr. Reddy, the margin required is 1,25,000. All right. So we are earning around 1,59,000 on that capital. It is more than 100% returns on your capital in just two trades. The opportunity was there. Somebody made such a huge profits. Why not you? All right. So there are much more details into this which you will learn in our training. But then using this dynamic system, trading without watching the market, what kind of profits one can achieve, let me show you. Now there's the example of Nifty here, wherein a 5 lakh rupees capital has increased to 6,18,000 in just 4 trades. Now I am showing you this result from 21st September 2020 till 6th November 2020. It's a matter of 1.5 months. You take it till date, it has given more than 100% returns on this capital already. Not just in stock futures, you can trade in options also. Even in stocks like Reliance, you can see here, a capital of 10 lakh rupees has increased to 13 lakh rupees in a matter of just 4 trades. Even in commodities like zinc, a 5 lakh rupees capital has increased to 11 lakh 30,000 in just 2 trades. All these kind of results that too by trading without watching the market. So today, if any one of you is interested to trade like this, to start earning like this, then you can subscribe Dynamic System. The actual value of Dynamic System is 2,99,000 plus GST for a lifetime subscription. But today there is an offer. You can get it at 13 years old price, and that too at just 95,000 rupees plus GST for lifetime. In this, you will get all the stocks traded under NSE plus the index. You can trade in futures, you can trade in options, you can also trade in equities. Those of you who want to do long-term or short-term investment, you can do that also. All the segments can be traded using this one tool. But then the big announcement today here is you don't even have to pay 95,000 rupees today, because you can get it absolutely free as a bonus with the Dynamic Live. So those of you who are subscribing this Dynamic Live, the 1 month offer, that is 12,000 rupees plus GST, you get Dynamic Live for 1 month, which gives you signals in the live market. But along with that, you also get this Dynamic System free as a bonus for 1 entire month. But to tell you about Dynamic System, there are many other packages. For example, there is the NSE All Stocks package. This is the one that I showed you. This is the one that you're going to get it free for 1 month. But there is this Future Stocks package. Those who want to trade only in future stocks. Those who want to trade only in index, there is a separate package. Those of you who want to trade in commodities, there are these 4 different packages. You can choose anyone according to your requirement, subscribe it for lifetime, and keep trading, keep earning year after year. So these are all some of the revolutionary tools that Mr. Ravichandran has designed. But then not just this, there is another big bonus here. And that is, you can also attend a 1-day online workshop scheduled on 6th June 2021. The workshop starts at 11:30. That is scheduled next Sunday. My name is Santosh. I will be the one who will be training you on this day. And in this workshop, what are all the things that you're going to learn? Let me explain. First of all, you will learn it right from the basics. So even if you're a beginner to stock market, you don't have to worry. You're going to learn it from the basics. But just imagine, for you to learn the basics of stock market elsewhere, you may have to invest 10,000, 20 to 30,000 rupees just to learn the basics. But then what do you learn? All the theoretical things. But when it comes to practical trading, the complete story is different there, isn't it? But then here you will learn the whatever is the bare minimum, the essential, the practical basic knowledge that you must have to start trading. And those of you who don't have time, how to trade without watching the market using Dynamic System in futures and options or in equities, you will learn. Those of you who want to get into full-time trading, how to trade by watching the market using Dynamic Live to earn consistent profits or regular income, there's also something you're going to learn. Along with this, you will also learn how to trade in different market conditions. If there is a major crash, you should make profits. If there is any news or event, you should make profits. When there is a gap up or gap down, even then you should make profit. Now, how to do that? These are all the things that you're going to learn. Through this, you will learn how to earn a minimum of 283% returns in options every 30 days. The same returns in futures every 8 to 12 weeks. So my friends, this is not an ordinary training program where you learn technicals, fundamentals, and all these things. Here, there is only one thing that you're going to learn, and that is how to make only profits in stock market. So the larger picture is, you will learn the right way to invest for long term, the right way to trade stock futures, index futures, and options. And this training will be divided into 3 different sessions, each session for 1 hour duration. All right. Before you come to this workshop, you will get some training videos through mail about the basics, which you can go watch it a couple of times before you come to the workshop. And in this workshop, you will start learning how to start trading from the very next day. All right. And even due to any emergency, if you miss out attending any one session, you don't have to worry, because every session is video recorded. Within the next 24 hours, you will get access to all these videos. But to tell you, this training is not something new. We've been doing this training program for the last 13 years. And more than 13,000 plus people have joined this revolution. And many of them have achieved some extraordinary results. And this workshop, you can use it in multiple ways to trade. That is from entry-level trading to expert-level trading. Now, why I say this is, there are many people who come to our workshop. They ask, is it easy? Will I be able to trade? Will I be able to follow? If you want something very easy, then you can follow this entry-level trading method, right? But then if you're ready to dedicate, put some effort, spend some time in learning, then you can also follow the expert level trading method. Well, all these things will be taught to you in the workshop. Whichever is easy for you, start following that, start trading and start earning. So today, for you to get this benefit, you have to subscribe, and you have to subscribe right now. But then subscribing right now has some more benefits. Let me explain. To make sure that we handhold you until you start earning. Every day, Monday to Friday, morning 8:30, we organize this pre-market session. Before the market opens, we plan for the day. Nifty, Bank Nifty, where to buy, where to sell. If you're trading in options, how to go about it. If you trade in futures, how to go about it. Even if you want to trade any of your favorite stock, how to trade. We will do the complete plan. You note down the plan, you implement it as it is. And 1 week down the line, if you kept on implementing it as it is, let me tell you, you would have earned more profits than what you have invested on this program. And not just this, every weekend we organize this weekly dynamic members meet, wherein we discuss what all happened during the week, how big profits one could have made. Now let us see how many of you have made similar profits. How many of you did not? If anyone did not, let us practically discuss what are all the issues that you're facing in your trading, so that we can make sure that you earn consistent profits. We are ready to go to this extent, but of course you have to take the first step, isn't it? But not just this, you will also be given free access to the members area in our website, wherein you will find all the training videos which you can go watch anytime, any number of time. It is a lifetime access. So all these benefits you can get today by subscribing this special offer. But then this special offer, as I told you, it is only for the first month subscription. Some of you may be thinking, now what happens from the second month? Well, let me tell you, the actual price of this Dynamic Live, as I said before, it is 4,39,000 plus GST for a 12-month subscription. But today, there are many more offers in the same. Let me explain what are the offers. Instead of paying 4,39,000 today, you can invest just 1,23,000 plus GST, where you get Dynamic Live for one entire year. You also get a dynamic system, 95,000 rupees worth the dynamic system free for lifetime. There is a 6 months plan also. At 72,000 plus GST, you get Dynamic Live for 6 months. You also get dynamic system free for 1 year. There is a 3 months plan. At 42,000 plus GST, you get Dynamic Live for 3 months. You also get dynamic system free for 3 months. And there is a 1 month plan. At 16,500 plus GST, you get these both for 1 month. So these are all the 4 different plans. You can choose any one of these plans from the second month onwards. But for the first month, you get the special offer at just 12,000 rupees plus GST. But as soon as you subscribe, what are all the things that you're going to get? Let me give you a quick recap. First of all, you will get these 2 softwares installed on your computer, Dynamic Live and Dynamic System. And then from tomorrow, you will be able to attend the next action plan. That is a pre-market session where we discuss our next action plan. And then you'll also get access to all the training videos. Plus, you will also be able to attend the 1-day online workshop. We call it the Dynamic Superpower Trading Workshop. But not just this. There is another major benefit here. Now, some of you have asked for trial, Mr. Rajesh Doshi. So those of you who subscribed today, you'll get all these things installed and all the access, but your subscription count will start only from the next Monday. So till the coming Sunday, you can use it absolutely free. Till 6th June, you can use it absolutely free. You can use it as a trial and all these things. All right, go through the training, go through the pre-market session. Some people also start trading. Everything can be done. So these are all the benefits of subscribing the special offer today. This is all about today's webinar, my friends. Those of you who are interested, you can click on the link to subscribe it right away. But if you have any questions or doubts, you can definitely ask me right now. There are some people who say, you know, you want to see it in the live market. If that is what you want to do, tomorrow in the live market at 11:30, we have a similar webinar, right? Which is just for another 60 minutes. You can come attend the webinar. You can see how it works in the live market and then decide if you want to, you know, have a one-to-one live market demo. You can call us at these numbers. The contact details I have just messaged on the chat. All right, they will fix up a time. You can see it in the live market. Get your doubts clarified. Have a one-to-one interaction. All right, but if you have any questions or doubts right now, you can ask me and I will answer your questions. In the meantime, if anyone wants to go through the history of this company, here is the link that I am texting on the chat. You can go see more about this company from when we started and what all we have done. But before that, let me also go through all the other stocks that you people had requested for, starting with Nestle, IGL. Let me check Nestle first. Yes, any other questions or doubts? Which stock to buy in this dynamic live? As I told you, Mr. Vaibhav and Mr. Nitesh, you have to choose your stock as I did right now. It will tell you what to do. Well, in Nestle, we are currently holding on to a long position, but then we are going to exit the long position very soon. Let me check. Have we got any exit already? No, not yet. But tomorrow we are likely to exit. But be very careful. This stock is not in a long-term uptrend. All right, it is an in-between trend. So it will do a lot of up and down movements. As soon as this action tells us sell short act now, be ready to take a short position in the stock. It is going to be a good move downwards. IGL. Meantime, those of you who have any other doubts, you can ask me right now. Well, there's IGL. As you can see, it is in long hold. The price has been increasing, but then right on top, it has given us a signal today that the price can reverse. So be very careful. Tomorrow, if we get any golden arrow mark pointing downward in the live market, we will exit our long positions. We will be ready to take a short position. But until it happens, we will wait. We will hold the long. But those of you who bought a call option in the stock, we could have secured our profits right at the stock today. This is IGL. Prince Pipe, Mr. Lokesh. Well, for that, I think it's better I go check dynamic system, isn't it? Because I'm sure this stock may not be there in futures and options. Well, absolutely no doubt that this stock is in a very clear long-term uptrend, right? But in an uptrend, as the price keeps on increasing, you can see at every top there are some symbols. Well, these are the symbols where we'll have to secure some profits, partial profits. Time of signal not seen, says Mr. Jagannathan Itraj. Well, it can be seen. You tell me the script that you want to check. I will show you. Let me come back to Dynamic Live. Some of them had asked for Tata Motors, MRF. Let us check them. Mr. Rajesh Joshi wants to know, Rajesh Doshi wants to know, Dr. Reddy, how much will it go? Let us check that in detail. Well, there's Tata Motors. You can see here today morning, as the price came down sharply in the opening, right at the bottom, there is a green colored symbol here. Let me highlight it. There's a zigzag symbol. We knew that the price can reverse. When if you want to know the time, you just have to place the cursor there. Can you see the time? 31st May, 9:55 in the morning, when that green symbol appeared. The next bar opening price, if we had bought, the next bar opening price was at around 314.7, and it has managed to close at 318.75. All right. And as the price kept on increasing, you can see here for options, it is telling us get ready to exit the call option. So if you are holding a long position, be ready to exit it tomorrow. All right. So 4 points movement in a script like Tata Motors. You know the lot size is Tata Motors 2,850. 2,850 lot size with a 4 points movement, we are talking about 11,400 rupees profit in a single trade, in a single move with a single lot today. Let us check MRF, and which is this? ITC also. Dr. Reddy, I'll check it in detail. Please wait. Well, this is MRF. You can see the price of MRF has increased few days back, 2-3 days back. But when it increased, this dynamic live told us buy signal, wait and buy. Don't buy this, please wait. So there are very likely chances the price can reverse. All right, and right on top, it has also given us another indication that the price can reverse. So be very careful in MRF. Even if you don't trade MRF as of now, it is better. All right, and moreover, it is also telling us sideways nearing sign. Be careful. Well, Mr. Jagannathan Itraj, there is a pop-up window in your dynamic live in the middle. Well, that is an error message, isn't it? It is because you have to update the data. Maybe today morning you have not updated the data. How to update the data of dynamic live? There is a folder kept in your desktop. It is named data updation. Just go through that. There are certain images. Follow those and you will be able to update the data. Once you update the data, you open it, then you will see that that pop-up will not appear. But if you are still not able to figure it out, then just write a mail to the technical team. You got a mail for installation, note down the same email ID, write a mail to the same email ID. They will take a remote access of your computer and they will sort it out. All right, let me come and check this Dr. Reddy. What is happening in Dr. Reddy? Well, this was Dr. Reddy. Let me add all other studies. Well, there's Dr. Reddy, which is trying to go up. Yes, it is a good up movement. But is there anything on top which can block it? Yes, there it is. Dr. Reddy, be very careful as the price goes up. If it reaches somewhere close to 5,403, get ready. There are chances the price can reverse. But if it manages to close above this by the end of this week, you will see further uptrend in Dr. Reddy. All right, 5,403 is an important number that you have to watch out for. Mr. Bhuvnesh Tiwari wants to know about Patel Integrated Logistics. Let us check them. Is it for long-term investment, Mr. Bhuvnesh? Can you tell me the exact symbol of this? Is it Patel Engineering? Or PAT Integrated Logistic? Correct. So there's a symbol. Are you planning to invest in the stock? Just hold on a second. Let me open it fresh. I'll show it. Hold on a second. Is it for long-term investment that you're planning to trade this stock for? or have you already bought it? Uh-oh. All right. So as the price moved up, you can see in this dynamic system, there is a very clear signal on the top saying that it is going to reverse. Now, when did it happen? When the price very recently made a high of almost 32 rupees, the week ending 21st May 2021. And from there, for the last couple of weeks, it has been coming down. All right. So dynamic system had given us this information much in advance that from here it can reverse. But any which ways, this stock is not ready for a long-term investment. All right. It is in an in-between trend. It is neither in an uptrend or a downtrend. But there are chances it can come down as of now. 22.78 is the important number, but or else it can directly come down till 18 rupees 48 paise. Watch it out. If it closes below that, you will see a clear downtrend starting from there. All right. But as of now, you will have to wait in the stock. Any other scripts, any other doubts that you have, you can ask me right now. I still see many people watching the session, both on this webinar as well as YouTube live. Any questions you have, you can ask it very openly, get it clarified. And then, of course, ITC you had asked for, Mr. Jagannathan. Let us go check ITC. Well, there is ITC, the price of ITC going up, but then there is some indication that the price can reverse. So there is a chance of price coming down a bit, time being for tomorrow, but later the price can again take off. The reason being it is going up from a major strength at the bottom. All right. And then Tata Steel, Mr. Nitesh. Well, there's Tata Steel. In this Tata Steel, the price has managed to move up today. At this point, it has told us to buy a call option. All right. But we would have bought a call option, but tomorrow if the price manages to come closer to this previous dynamic caution, that is somewhere at around 1143. If it comes closer to that, or even closer to 1134 to 143, we will be ready to secure our profits. Sure, Mr. Mandar, live market demo is definitely possible. What you can do here is you can call us at these numbers. All right, the support team will fix up a time and a schedule. You can also attend a live market webinar tomorrow at 11:30. You can use the same link that you used to join the session today. So tomorrow in the live market, you can see how it works. You can check your favorite stock. All right, since there are no more doubts, so gentlemen, thank you all for joining today's session. Wish you all a happy trading, and those of you who have subscribed, welcome to the dynamic family. Your success journey in stock market begins right now. So see you tomorrow in the pre-market session tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning. But until then, good night to all of you. Thank you once again for joining this session.